guys, I'm here today to talk to you about tablets. I've had some really good success in selling tablets in the past 2 months. Most of this stuff is probably stuff you already know. Hopefully, if you don't know it, it helps you with your tablet sales. So I'm just going to go over a few things, some good practices I use that have been really successful for me. We'll start with the iPad. iPad is one of the easiest tablets to sell, just because every time I hear somebody coming in wanting like an iPhone or anything, that's a huge bridge for me to a tablet. One, because they're compatible with each other. You really want to talk about how you can share everything between your devices and everything. And right now through the 21st, you guys know we've had this $100 promotion going on. That is huge. That has bumped up my tablet sales like crazy. And when you focus on value of the tablet and money value, and point out that it is $100 off, that really helps. So with the iPad, once I get them to the iPad station, I do mention how I usually start it is I say, I don't try to push it. I say, if you're in the market for a tablet, hopefully you are. We have some really good sales. Right now they're all $100 off. And I say including the waterproof tablet, which raises eyebrows. And then I say, and then also includes the mini in all our iPads. And that usually steers them in the direction, or at least gets them thinking about tablets. But in that case, they usually ask follow-up questions about it, like, oh, really, they're $100 off, why, what's going on? And I say, we're trying to get into the tablet market, which we are. That's why we've added so many tablets in the store, and I just kind of bridge it from there. And if they are going for like the iPhone 4 for 99 cents, I say, why don't you use your phone for your phone? You can still do all the things you want, and use your tablet for your tablet. In case you want to watch movies or anything, you have the bigger screen, you have the Retina display, you have everything like that. Okay, to focus on the iPad real quick, the main thing I do when I sell an iPad is I try to personalize it to where they look at it as something that they're going to carry with them all day, every day. They're not going to be able to live without it. And a lot of people push back with, well, I just bought a laptop, or I'm looking at a laptop, or I have one. So you want to point out the key differences between computers and laptops and tablets. And these key differences, they're true. And they really justify why they should really get into the tablet technology. What I like to point out is, unless laptops or computers do something crazy, I believe tablets are going to completely take over. Just because there's so many things you can do that you can't do on a laptop. On a laptop, we do have our Connect devices. You do have to sign the 2-year contract with it. And the price is a flat rate of $50, where you can modify the rates on your tablet. Now, whether you want to point that out or not, or how you point that out, that's up to you, because that could bridge you into, if they want to keep the laptop, into a Connect device. So you just have to be careful with that. Don't really discourage them away from the Connect device. Just point out the convenience of having a laptop. I mean, an iPad, sorry. Okay, so you want to point out that investing in a tablet, you're investing in the next 10 to 15 years, versus a laptop, you usually have to update those or get a new one in the next 5. With this, every new technology that comes out, if you want to use it with an iPad, all it is a software update. You get the new software. If new technology comes out, usually Apple is at the front lines of new technology. Their stuff is going to be compatible with your iPad. You just have to do a software update. They love to hear that, because that's a huge investment over that course of time. That's actually a small investment, and they don't have to spend more money, and software updates are free. So they love to hear the word free. Who doesn't? So I really like to point that out, and that really grabs their attention. I also like to get them hands-on when I'm showing them the iPad. For instance, I had a couple who were wine connoisseurs, and they came in. They were on the fence about buying an iPad, and what I did was, I said, let's just type in winery in the App Store. We typed it in, we found a winery app dedicated to iPads, and basically it just showed all the local wineries, the archives of their wines, everything. They were sold. They bought 2 of them. So to have them hands-on, show them how easy it is to use, really helps out as well. And not to mention again, but we do have the $100 off that does apply to the iPads. Another huge iPad boost that I have is people just coming in to activate their iPads. A common practice you have to do is just ask every time, ask every person. I told you before how I like to bring it up, if you're in the market, just if you're wondering, if you're curious, don't try to push it on them, just get them thinking about it. And then let them know if they activate their iPad, they get $100, and that's huge. Now that is only going to the 21st, so you have to change up your game after the 21st. But besides that, once you close the iPad sale, that opens up so many metrics for you, accessories, MRCPO, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much I make it mandatory, and I let them know, I'm straightforward with them, an ideal setup for the iPad, you have to have a screen protector, because all it is a giant screen. You have to have a case for it, because the last thing you want to do is, you want to have insurance, but you don't want to cash in on it if you don't have to. And I keep my iPad at work. This is my personal iPad, and I have a ZAG keyboard on it. I love it. All you have to do is show it to them. It'll sell itself, because even those people that are attached to laptops will love this, because it gives you that feel of a laptop. And then of course Apple Care. There's a lot of people are so skeptical about insurance, if it's worth it or not. Apple Care is worth it. Where else can you get a new iPad for $50? So you really want to point that out, show them how much it's going to cost them initially, how much it would cost just to get a new one if something happened. You do want to point out, however, it doesn't cover lost or stolen. So that's pretty much it for the iPad. I think if you bring up all those points, and don't push it too hard, but really point out how it can really enhance their life, how it make their life more convenient, it would really help you out. And then of course, you need to point out that it does require the data plan. That's a perfect bridge to get them into mobile share, and point out it does cost $30 or $50, but if we can get you mobile share, we'll lower your bill, and it only costs you $10 to add the iPad. Okay. All right, guys. One thing I'm excited to talk about, and I really want to talk about, is the Element. This is what's boosting my tablet sales like crazy. I sell a lot of iPads as well, but the Element it's a great tablet, and we're offering it for such a great price. With the $100 off, it's $199. If you sell it with a Pantech phone, it's $150. I can't stress enough, you need to mention it every time, and this is what I usually start off with. Like I said earlier, I say that includes our waterproof tablet. That right there, I said it raises eyebrows. A lot of people stop me before I could even finish right there. They say, what do you mean waterproof tablet? And then I just stop my phone sale right there, and we walk over to the tablets. So with the Pantech Element, I like to mention, yes, of course it is waterproof, and you want to reinforce that, because a lot of people think, waterproof, it's not really waterproof. Show them on the box if you have to. Show them on, it displays it right in front of the tablet. It is completely waterproof. I believe it goes down to 6.6 feet, which you can get into later, but it is waterproof. I like to tell like a personal story about it. I actually had a guy come in, and he tied a couple of those floaty things that you tie to your sunglasses, and he ties it to those. When he goes out to his pool, he just throws it in his pool, and it floats there. When he wants to use it, him and his kids just swim up and use it whenever they want. That blows people's minds. So a personal story that you have with the customer is always nice. You can use mine if you want to. That's got me a lot of success. So when I bring this up to them, I want to show them, the main thing I want to show them about this tablet is it does everything that the $600, $700, $800 tablets do, but you get it for $200. It has the camera on the front and the back. It can take pictures underwater. You might want to point out that the app's different. It's on the Android market, so you do have widgets. So you just point out that they are apps, they're just interactive apps. And you can, the best one to show them is we have our Gmail app on here, and we have a Gmail signed up. Just show them how you can interact with it, and then go in there. I like to take them into the tablet, and then point out you can actually take a closer look at your emails, and then show them how you create a new email, just so you can get this keyboard up here. Show them that it is a full-size keyboard. I mean, not a full-size computer keyboard, but you do have a full keyboard up there for them to use. That can also bridge you into keyboard accessories, and then you can get talking about cases and screen protectors, which, like I said, I like to make mandatory for tablets. And just give them a quick crash course run on it, the home button, how you can scroll between pages and everything. They just want to see that, why is this $200? Why is it different from all the expensive tablets? It's not. It's just a really good tablet. I also like to mention, you can do this if you want to. It is on the Android market. So we all know that on the Android market, a lot of stuff is free. The majority of everything is free. I like to point out you can use Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF files. I like to gear this towards college students, and that's where a lot of my tablet sales come from, just the fact that you can type your papers. Some schools are making it mandatory for people to have tablets, so why not get it here for a cheaper rate, especially under our special, and have the cellular data anywhere you want to go. Besides that, what I like to also point out is this is a great tablet for the price to have just around the house that you just throw on the couch for everybody to use, take on road trips. The kids are watching Netflix in the back. If they spill juice or a Coke on it or something, who cares? It doesn't matter. And this really grabs people's attention. But just for the price, and if you say the right things, the Pentec Element, you can sell these all day. I had a day where I sold one tablet for every phone. For every app I had, I sold one of these tablets. So really push these. It's a really good tablet. One little secret that you guys probably already know, but just in case you don't, these tablets sometimes do come back where they say they can't charge it and the screen won't turn on. We have a quick fix for that. You actually just hold down the volume up and volume down button. If you hold that down for about 10 seconds, it kind of gives it a soft reset. Imagine it as the same as holding down the home button, the power button on the iPhone. These do have that, and it works really well, and it gets them right back in business. After you hold that down, you just hit the power button, and it'll turn back on. So if you ever see that case, don't warranty it out, don't swap it out. Try that first. 9 times out of 10, it'll work. Okay. That's good. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Like I said, you probably already know all this stuff, but in case you didn't, I hope this helps your sales with tablets. It helps your metrics out so much. If you can sell tablets all day, I mean, you're going to be at the top of the rankings, and the payout is great as well. So definitely push for tablets. I can't stress enough, just mention it every time. Don't push it, just get it, just mention it, just so they think about it. And that has brought me so much success with tablets. Besides that, sell accessories with it. Try to get them on the mobile share plan. It bridges to the mobile share plan more than any phone or anything, just because of that $10 rate. And they've seen the commercials for it. So again, thanks a lot. Hope this helps you.